I wanted to review this Splash line of skincare. If you recall and you watch my videos, I had found boxes of it on U-boats at stores that I don't normally go to, and I was a little scared to ask them to open it. So I've been kind of waiting to find it at one of my usual stores before I got it. So I found all the pieces, and I just wanted to go through each thing one by one. We're gonna start with this Bi-Phase Oil Cleanser. It is Makeup Melting Lava Oil Cleanser, jojoba oil, volcanic ash, and vitamin E. So you give it a little shake, you spread it around your face before you add water. So you spread it around while your face is dry over top of your makeup to get everything off. I did not like this. It's very watery. Now, I don't know if I've ever used a Bi-Phase cleanser before. I've used cleansing oils before, and they weren't so watery. So please educate me if I'm wrong. If this is typical of this type of cleanser, let me know. So I had to kind of apply it a few times to really get it all over my face. So you rub it in, and then I added a little water, and then I went in with my wet makeup eraser to remove it. So when I was done, my face, I kind of felt like it didn't take everything off. Now, I don't want my face to be squeaky clean, but I felt like it just didn't remove everything, especially using my makeup eraser. I was kind of surprised. So I went in with just a wet cotton pad to check, and I was like, yep, there's still makeup on here. And I don't wear a lot of heavy makeup, so I was really surprised that there was anything on there. So I definitely would not repurchase this. The second thing I have here is the Strawberry Scrub. It says it's a skin smoothing strawberry sugar face scrub. I don't usually use sugar scrubs on my face or any kind of like gritty scrub just because I have rosacea and I don't want to make it worse. But I wanted to try every piece in the line. This smells really good, and this is definitely not a fine grit. And occasionally I will sometimes use on my face, but this is just a little too gritty for me. But I knew I would absolutely use it on my hands or elbows or whatever. So while I would not repurchase this again for my face, I think it's a nice product. It doesn't have a super strong scent. So if you do like to use a scrub on your face, this would probably be a good one to try. Next, we have this toner. It's one where you have to give it a shake to activate it, and then it has a spray on it. It is a balancing toner serum spray with vegetable collagen, hyaluronic acid, and vitamin E. Now, this wasn't part of the original set. This was sold separately at Dollar Tree, so I thought I wanted just to try to like incorporate it in there. So I'm not big on spraying things on my face. I just don't like the way it feels, which is not a big deal. I just sprayed it in my hand and then patted it in that way. I'm still deciding on this one because in the end, after I used everything, my face kind of stung, and I don't know what caused that, but I'll get back to that later. The next thing in the Splash line is the serum. This is Yuzu and Vitamin C Powerhouse Serum with Yuzu extract, hyaluronic acid, and vitamin E. So I've used vitamin C before and have not had problems with it stinging. So I don't think it's that. I did look up the Yuzu extract because I have rosacea. I was worried it would aggravate it, and actually says that Yuzu should be calming. So I don't know. I keep blaming this as being what was stinging my face, but I honestly don't know. I really don't know what the culprit was, or if it was the combination, but I really should just like incorporate one thing at a time into my regular routine with products that I know my skin likes before I can really make a judgment. And honestly, there are some products that are supposed to be calming for rosacea, like green tea extract, and it absolutely makes my face so red. So my skin might just not like the Yuzu. I don't know. But this did smell really nice. It does, well, and that could be the problem too. It has a nice citrus smell, a little bit of coloring to it, yellow coloring. Again, that could be the thing that bothered me. I don't know. The next thing was this depuffing eye cream. It says depuff and nourish eye cream with avocado oil, shea butter, and vitamin E. I really like this one. Now what I did was, it has a little applicator, which is cool. I'm kind of klutzy and I know I'm gonna drop this. So I opened it up. There was a little cardboard paper seal in there. I just popped it out with a Q-tip and I give it a shake, and then the cream is already on here, and then I can dab it on. So I do like this one. I definitely would try this again. And then the last piece in this splash collection is this Day and Night Moisturizing Mask. I think that this is a very lightweight moisturizer. I have dry, mature skin, so it might not be for me. It says it has shea butter, hyaluronic acid, vegetable collagen, and vitamin E, which sounds like, you know, I love hyaluronic acid. My skin likes it a lot. But I noticed, you know, it absorbed really quickly. I just also put some on the back of my hand, and it absorbs really quickly. I do want to give this another shot, but I have a feeling it's probably not rich enough for my dry skin. It also has a bit of a scent and a little bit of color to it as well. So again, this could have been what bothered my skin. But in all fairness, I really do want to kind of incorporate each thing into my skincare. So I know that I would not buy the cleansing oil again. I would not buy this again as a scrub for my face, but I would use it elsewhere. I know I definitely want to try this toner in my regular routine. This one I'll probably, I'm really hesitant about, and I'll try last. If everything else doesn't bother me, then I know that this was it. So I'll wait to try this one. The eye cream's nice. I'm gonna keep it in the fridge, I think. I like it a lot. And then the moisturizer, I'll give it another try. I have a feeling it might not be enough for my dry skin, but I would definitely give it a shot. So thanks so much for watching, and happy shopping.